You already know Donda Deluxe, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye. It dropped on all streaming platforms. I was pretty excited. I did not think it would come this quick, but after, the billboards, the Drink Champs interview, I did start to think that it was going to come sooner than later. But the notable changes, I don't know if there are any little tweaks here or there, but the notable changes are you add Life of the Party with Andre 3000, Up From the Ashes, you add Kid Cudi on Remote Control Part 2, added Never Abandon Your Family, and then Keep Your Spirit Alive, Keep My Spirit Alive Part 2, just has that Casey verse hook back on it. So I'm gonna get to re-listening to these tracks with you, so let's do Life of the Party first.
Life of the party. Hey, Miss Donda, you run into my mama, please tell her I said say something. I'm over baby's laugh, I heard passing by in a stroller, reminded me, hey, keep rolling on. No.
Andre 3000 never misses. His flow in this is off the charts. You don't hear another flow like this in all of Donda. Obviously, Andre 3000 has a very unique voice, very unique flow, and it just fits so well on this type of beat. And there's really not another instrumental like this on the album, and I think that's a reason what makes this song so good. But Andre 3000 is that other reason why this song is so great. It's probably the best song on the deluxe version. Definitely the song everyone's talking about. Obviously, when Drake leaked it, everyone was saying, oh, best song Drake released all year. So it's very good. And this verse from Andre is amazing. Talking to Kanye's mom, Donda, saying, if there's a heaven, you think they'd let you speak to your son, and maybe she has in the form of a baby's laugh. Like, that's just so interesting. Like, who thinks of that, like, as if, like, the soul is there and, like, you hear the laughing and that Donda is happy and laughing. And that's just so profound to me. And that's why people love Andre.
Donda, you see my mama, tell her I'm lost. You see, she'd always light a cigarette. We talk, I would cough.
I like that too. Like, if you see my mom, tell her I'm lost. Like, that makes it seem like, okay, Andre is going through something and he wants to talk to his mom too. But he's not talking to his mom in this verse. He's talking to Donda, name of the album, Kanye's mom. Amazing.
He never married, always smiled, but was he happy inside? Because I carry my mother's name, did he carry shame with him?
And then he brings his, father into it, like, Donda, if you see my mother, ask him why he never married. Like, he's really keeping it actually pretty family-oriented to himself. And I think that's a pretty cool perspective to have. I don't think any other featured artist has a perspective like that on this album.
Passed away from heart conditions. There's a dissidence at play. Dad and mom do hard division 3000. Do know that it's crucial that we do so pronto. I don't know how much long though. Straight from Shibuya.
Yeah, I mean, that's a flawless verse from Andre. You got the crazy rhyme schemes at the end, the original flow, and I just love him on this kind of production. This kind of production reminds me a little bit of No More Parties in LA. Obviously a lot slower, but, same type of hip-hop, like raw hip-hop. Like, it's that kind of track. Like, an album that had, like, a similar sound throughout the album. Like, this is what No More Parties in LA was to Life of Pablo. This is that for Donda.
Coming for the win, just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. Easy, you special, gon' make your own decisions. And, man, that was a good choice. Faith driving us like a Rolls Royce.
This song, like, it just reminds you of old Kanye. Like, it's the same with No More Parties in LA. Like, this reminds me of College Dropout Kanye, like, more soulful, more pure and raw hip-hop, and I really love that because I always miss that kind of Kanye, like, definitely, like, his original trilogy of Dropout, Registration, Graduation. Like, I feel like a lot of people miss that Kanye. Obviously, we still love the new Ye, but, this is just, like, nostalgic sounding for me.
The paparazzi never really got what my angle is. They treat my married life like some type of entanglement. Why I ain't saying it?
That's interesting because he did say in the Drink Champs interview that he hates the way that the media has portrayed him and Kim's relationship. Like, he says that they're still technically married. Like, he hasn't signed any divorce papers yet. Like, that, and they're just pushing that narrative. Like, especially the whole Pete and Kim narrative. Like, it's low-key disrespectful to Ye's, like, marriage. Like, he even said himself, like, he doesn't want to get a divorce. So It's just interesting that he added it to this verse. And I just noticed also that the Drake diss is not in this verse. Obviously, he made that Instagram post saying he wanted to squash that beef. So I really do like that he took the Drake diss out, because I don't think that was fair to 3 Stacks to put that Drake diss in there. Like, he didn't want to get in the middle of that. And Andre said that himself. So I think that's pretty respectful that Ye took out that diss.
In the land with it, in a damn pandemic, never Uncle Sam gotta have his damn head in it. For the real me, I'm in.
I don't know what it is about Kanye singing. It's just soothing. I just like his tone of voice. I don't know what it is. Like, throughout all of 808s, he just has a nice tone of voice.
Daddy's here. Daddy's right here. It's okay, Mama. Daddy's here.
Yeah, I really like the DMX outro too. Like, it's a good tribute. I like seeing that, or like down to earth side of DMX, where he's saying like, it's okay, daddy's here. So I like that outro. This song's amazing. Definitely going to be the most talked about song on this deluxe edition. The next one is Up From the Ashes.
From the ashes into the sky, your light has healed me, blessed with new life. He could show you.
Yeah, like I said, I really like his tone of voice. So when Ye sings, I do enjoy it. This is definitely more of a spiritual track, obviously. This song reminds me of Christmas. I feel like I would play this song Christmas morning or something. I don't know. It just gives me those Christmas vibes, happy vibes, good vibes.
I come to you empty, free of my pride.
Now and forever, all the glory.
Ye's really gotten a lot better at making these spiritual tracks too. Like, I pretty much enjoy a lot of the spiritual tracks on Donda more than a decent amount on Jesus is King. Like, I do like a lot on Jesus King, especially like God Is and Use This Gospel, but this is a great gospel song from Ye.
Come to you empty, free of my pride.
Love that line.
Pride.
Yeah, this is a really good song too. I feel like even if, you know, you're not religious, you would still enjoy this song. It's very soothing, very stress reducing. The instrumental's there. Maybe it's that like heartbeat that reminds me a little bit of 808s and Heartbreak, the singing. So that's a nice shortcut. The next thing is the Cudi feature on Remote Control Part 2. Now, I'm really happy that he added this Cudi verse, because when I heard it at the listening party, the second one, I was amped to hear Cudi. The more Cudi, the better always. And then he took it off in the third listening party, which obviously he's done a lot since, you know, like putting things back on. But then it wasn't on the album, and I was like, damn, Cudi really made that song, like took it to that whole other level, because this instrumental is exactly for Kid Cudi. So
I am not your man, see I'm super, I got plans, trips across the land, I watch him go, baby, like what she see, hey, in the evening it's the time and it's right, hey.
I like how you take the drums out. It makes it have a more intimate and atmospheric feel, which is really great for Kid Cudi, especially here because he switches up that melody. You know, Ye's verse, Thug's verse, you have the melody pretty much the whole time, maybe outside of a few bars here and there. But Cudi really switches up this melody here, and he puts his own original feel to the melody. It's like a whole new puzzle piece. So I think Cudi really elevates this song to like definitely a very top tier track on this album. Like, if you didn't like Remote Control before, I feel like you would enjoy it now with this Cudi verse.
And we bodied, say goodbye to the worries, baby, so long, out of control.
When can we start like saying Cudi is like one of the most elite influential artists of this current generation? Because I really think he is, with everything he's done, all the diverse projects, and he's so original. Like, you don't really hear, or you didn't hear anyone do anything like this before Cudi, you know, 13 years ago.
Innocent, ooh.
Cudi's like the soundtrack to our dreams, right? Like, I don't know why he does like nighttime vibes, dream, outer space, atmospheric so well, but it's just in the lyricism and his singing, like, it's so good. Yeah, I really, really love that verse. It might be my favorite verse on Remote Control Part 2. Very happy Ye added it back on there. So Keep My Spirit Alive Part 2, we pretty much already heard. Yeah, we did hear that. It was the original Keep My Spirit Alive, then KanYe put his own vocals on Keep My Spirit Alive, added the Casey vocals back on. So the last song is Never Abandon Your Family, which is very, very heavy, and I really, really am glad that he added it, because when I heard it at the listening party, so beautiful.
He passed along to his children. The first is that no matter what, you never abandon your family, and he never has.
You know why my spirit's calling. Darkness can't take light from me. Less untwisted fantasy. What would I say? My family, my family.
Like, how is this not hard to listen to for Kim? Like, it's gotta make her cry. This is so emotional, and you can hear the pain in his voice. He's got no other song on this album with this kind of deep, deep pain. Like, and imagine his kids listening to this, like,
Losing my family. Crying out to you in my sleep. Tell mom you're sorry. She's screaming at me. Come back tonight, daddy, please. Daddy, how could you leave? Daddy, how could you?
you know, as a person whose parents got divorced when I was like 11 or 12, that makes this song a lot harder to listen to. It's got a lot more personal meaning to it. Like, for me, the way I decipher the art. Obviously, for Ye, it's probably different. For everyone else, it's probably different. It definitely, like, is real because it brings back memories that you don't necessarily want to think about. But, like, the lyrics have, like, quotes in them, like, come back tonight, daddy, please, come back tonight. How could you leave? How could you leave? That's obviously the kids saying it to him, you know, and it's just very relatable and a lot more prodigious than maybe like what's on the surface, because those moments are very real and it hits harder for me and others, probably more than others too. So yeah, this song is heavy.
Alcohol when you breathe. They promise you stay. Don't you know?
This also sounds like it could go on 808s and Heartbreak. The synths, the sadness, the coldness of the track. I love I'm pretty sure that's an electric guitar, the big synths. This also reminds me of, like, you know, Winter. It's just a very cold blue track. And it also reminds me of 808s.
Never walk away from his family, and he never has.
Yeah, amazing song. Honestly, all the additions to the deluxe are incredible. I do think it takes the album up a whole other level. The only thing I'm a little bit sad or disappointed by, is the KanYe and Pusha verse at the end of the song Donda? Why is it still not there? I need the answer. That verse was amazing. I'm pretty sure that was one of the first songs at the first listening party where you had Pusha and Ye rapping back and forth, and it was iconic. And I want it so bad. I want to hear it so bad, especially on, like, the official album. I haven't heard it since then. I guess it's just art in my memory, and I just want to hear it so bad. That's all I want. If they added that to it, it would be basically perfect. But I'm glad we got what we got. I'm very happy with it. Overall, I do think that Deluxe Edition probably pushes it into like album of the year conversation. Like, how do you have a song or an album with 32 songs and there's really not a miss on it? Like, I really don't skip any of these songs. Like, when I come back to the album, I listen to every song. Granted, I'm a huge Ye fan, so I am biased and I don't really care. But definitely, I mean, it's all my favorite. I would say Never Abandon Your Family and Life of the Party are definitely up there for me. I would listen to Up From the Ashes all the time, but it's like perfect with, you know, the holidays coming around. So I'm going to be listening to all these deluxe tracks on repeat for the time being. I mean, I listened to this album on repeat for 2 to 3 months straight, and I still listen to it. So also, I forgot to mention, Tyler the Creator vocals are on Come to Life on like the hook. I like the harmonies. I do think it makes it pop a little bit. Like, that song's already basically perfect as is, but I think it gave it a nice little touch. But what did you think of the additions to Donda Deluxe? Did you love them just as much as I do? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and as always, you could follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter at EJSpark1, and you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.